7th grade reading Rogue Wave Selection Test. If this is not the test you are taking, please report to your teacher. I will read the question and the answer choices. Please use the rewind feature along with the start and the stop if you need something repeated. Question 1. Which sentence best describes why paragraphs 1 and 3 are important to the plot? A. They tell about large waves at sea. B. They establish the story's setting. C. They foreshadow events to come. D. They suggest the dangers of sailing. Number 2. Read the information about the Latin root in the word navigation. From Latin angere, meaning drive or lead. This information helps the reader understand that navigation in paragraph 7 most closely means the act of F. Being at sea. G. Guiding a course at sea. H. Taking a long voyage. And J. Powering a ship. Number 3. Read the information about the Latin root in the word submerging. From Latin mergere, meaning to plunge. This information helps the reader to understand that submerging in paragraph 9 means that part of the boat is A. Dropping into the sea. B. Sliding through the water. C. Tumbling over a wave. And D. Sinking in the water. Number 4. Which statement best describes why the setting is important in the passage? F. It helps develop the traits of each character. G. It determines the actions each character takes. H. It is a place that is unfamiliar to the characters. And J. It serves as a metaphor for the unknown. Number 5. How does the setting affect each character's behavior? A. It makes them unsure of where they are located. B. It forces them to seek ways of helping each other. C. It leaves them helpless to change their situation. D. It makes them unaware of the other person's condition. 6. The author most likely included Scoot's blackout in order to F. Focus on the actions of Sully. G. Highlight her lack of action. H. Create tension and uncertainty. J. Emphasize her inexperience. Number 7. For what reason does Sully continually repeat the word skylight? A. He continues to think about what Scoot is doing. B. Tries to keep his mind occupied on something else. C. He is desperate for ways to help Scoot escape. D. Wants to find a way to stay calm and think clearly. Number 8. Which characteristic best identifies the selection as an adventure story? The characters each face a specific danger. G. The characters are in a realistic situation. H. An ocean voyage is a main plot element. J. A natural surrounding drives the action. Number 9. What can the reader conclude about how Sully feels in paragraphs 22 through 25, lines 160 through 194? A. He is angry about the mistakes he has made. B. He is losing confidence that he will find Scoot. C. He is worried because he doesn't know what to do. D. He is unsure of how to get into the boat's cabin. Number 10. Based on the passage, what can be inferred about Scoot? F. She gives up easily. G. She depends a lot on others. H. She dislikes new experiences. J. She is determined. Number 11. What do the details in paragraph 1, beginning with a killer wave, suggest about the conflict of the story? A. A killer wave is headed towards the main characters of the story, and there's a chance one or more of the characters will not survive. B. 13 people have already been killed by the rogue wave, and it is certain that the rogue wave will kill main characters in the story. C. Because the wave has traveled almost 7,000 miles at a speed of 20.83 miles an hour, the desolate area of Baja California will be destroyed. D. The rogue wave will destroy every boat in its path. The fish population will be destroyed, and the fishing industry will be negatively affected across the world. Number 12. Why does the author begin the story with the main characters in different locations on the boat? F. When the wave strikes, they are separated and unable to help each other. G. After the wave strikes, they use their knowledge of the boat and their athletic skills to easily reach each other. H. After the wave strikes, one of them is able to prove they have mastered independent boating by surviving with no help from each other. J. Right before the wave strikes, they've managed to find each other and help each other. Number 13. In paragraph 9, lines 75 through 82, why does the author repeat the phrase, too late? A. To help readers realize that the main character is not going to survive the conflict. B. To develop the plot by giving more information about the character. C. To make the story less interesting and give the reader the hope that the story is almost over. To create greater suspense in the story and greater tension for the reader. Number 14. What is the most accurate description of the story's conflict? F. A rogue wave takes out the crew of the Sea Dog, and there are no survivors to help tell their story. G. Scoot dies with pride as she makes multiple attempts to save herself, and Sully dies as he makes multiple attempts to save Scoot. H. Scoot needs to get out of the cabin before she drowns, and she and Sully need to turn the boat right side up and get rescued somehow. J. The siblings are lost at sea, and when the rogue wave hits, they are knocked off course and are unable to make their destination in time. Number 15. What is the best definition of the word enabling in paragraph 14, line 112? A. Give someone the means to do something. B. Giving someone the ability to breathe underwater. C. A sea creature who lives under boats. D. Make operational active. Number 16. What do the details in paragraphs 22 through 24, lines 169 through 185, help a reader conclude about Scoot and Sully's relationship? F. They have a weak brother-sister relationship that makes the action of the plot confusing for the reader. G. They have a good brother-sister relationship that drives their dedication to help each other. H. Sully is confused by his sister's strong will and Scoot's athletic skills make him jealous. J. Scoot's spunky attitude makes Sully angry and unwilling to help her. Number 17. The italicized "she was tapping" in paragraph 33, lines 243, shows that Sully has realized that A. Scoot is alive, so he doesn't have to try to rescue her anymore. B. Scoot is still alive, and she may be able to survive with or without his help. C. Scoot is dead, and her lifeless body is bumping against the fiberglass. D. Scoot is still alive, and he is going to challenge her to save herself. Number 18. Why are the final stages of the plot, climax, falling action, and resolution, so much shorter than the beginning stages? Exposition, introduction of the conflict, and the rising action. F. It takes more time to create effective and believable settings, characters, and conflicts than it does to wrap up a conflict. The beginning of the story is much more interesting than the end, so it needs to be longer. H. The resolution of the conflict is always short, and after that, readers are too exhausted to read anymore. J. The author chooses to write more about the setting and characters so that readers connect with them and better understand their conflicts. Number 19. Which of these is an important idea suggested by the story? A. Fear can cloud people's judgment and increase their danger. B. People who enjoy adventure are strong and resourceful. C. People can solve problems with clear thinking and effort. The ocean is the strongest force of nature. Number 20. What do Scoot's actions tell the reader about the best way to solve a problem? F. It's okay to give up and wait for someone to help you. G. It's allowed to blame outside forces and complain about the situation. H. It's best to act irrationally, get angry, and give half effort. J. It's important to stay calm, think clearly, and try very hard.